Hello everyone, this is Supervisor Jose Aliaga, and today I want to show you our DPW building, Department of Public Work. We did some updates and it's going to be very beneficial for you, so you will get much better services. Let me show you.
Jose, how are you? Nice to see
Good,
you again.
good, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here we are at the renovation process here that we're just right at the finish line. We're right here at the finish line. So the building's looking pretty good, and I'd like to show you around, see what we did, and show you the improvements that we made here for staff and for the public. So we take it out. Okay, so we can start out right here. So this is our customer entrance right here. If you recall, the old place wasn't very inviting at all. And it had some counter space that we added right here. We have some nice things here for security purposes, which is wonderful. The customers haven't had any complaints about that. It really works well, functions well. We do have some seating right here, out here in front here for customers if we get backed up a little bit. So this is a really great area right here. And it works really well with the staff on the other side right here. And we can go around and just kind of show you the work offices, and we can start with my office and a couple of the other offices that we have, and then show you how the workflow works for everybody, if that'll work. So let's go this way. So as you can see, we are moving in right now, but this is a little history. This used to be originally this was the director's office years and years ago when they built this building in like the 80s. So this corner area right here was, and it was very kind of uninviting. It was cinder block walls and all that. So we had it dressed up quite nicely. We really like the way it works right now, and it functions great for me and the director to sit here right with the staff where all the business and the customers here. I can come out and address them right away if there's something that they want to talk to me about. Always available to help them do that. Plus with the staff, my door is always open. They can come and we have easy access, so all the administrative people are pretty much centrally located, and so we can all get together and we can communicate quite well to make things more efficient, and that's what it's all about. Our old building, the way it was set up kind of before, I was kind of back in some little world myself, and I'd have to come out, and office staff was way up front. And then even for them, it wasn't very conducive to efficiency for them. So the way the new layout is right now, which we'll show you in a couple of minutes here, you can see where it's all the office staff is close by to where if somebody comes in that we can address everything and they can communicate with each other and be a lot more efficient on there. So this is my office, like I said, right here. I really like it. They did some nice things in here. We want the colors and accents on the walls. We got new furniture, brand new furniture on that. Computer systems are new. Window treatment, ceilings, HVAC in the building here for the office. It's going to be very nice, and this really helps me organize my stuff that I need to do. And it also gives us a place to have a meeting. We can have a private meeting if we need to. We have enough space in here to have meetings and whatnot. So I really think it's laid out nicely. I kind of took a lot of thought on how I wanted the office to lay out right here, but I wanted it to be as inviting as possible, and still have my space over here where I can do my work, yet have enough space up here where we could sit here and talk with folks. In the future, we plan on getting maybe a little table or something like here to make things a little bit more personal, which is pretty good. So in the future, they will have a large TV screen on this wall right here, and that'll give me the ability to sit here and I can see the security cameras that we've upgraded also for the whole building and the whole complex. So we can be able to see that while we're going, while I'm in my office. So that's going to be really good. So we can step out here. I can show you the office next door, and then we'll go down and show you where the work staff's at. Turn this on. So this office right here, this belongs to one of our employees. She's in charge of all of our utility billing. She's really got her hands full, and she needed a space where she has some room to operate, have a little privacy if needed, so she can concentrate on the details, the fine details that we do here at Public Works, as you know. We're really happy about that. She's starting to put up, get her personal touches to it, which I totally encourage. All the employees to kind of make that their work area, kind of make it inviting for themselves, make it their own space. That's their space, that's their workspace, and as long as they're comfortable there, then obviously, if they're happy, we're all happy, and then they get better work. And so this is really nice right here. This room is actually one of the original rooms that was in here. It was redone in here. So we did with the paint in the ceiling and obviously the new furniture. And I think it turned out fantastic myself. I think it turned out really nice. So we're gonna go out here and I can show you the workstations. So one of the big problems that we had is staff was split up all over the place, as you recall. You know, we talked about this many times. So with the staff, it's kind of, we put these workstations here that are all working together, and they can still have some privacy. And it's really neat how these new ones are set up, where you can talk and you're not really interfering with your coworkers who are right here. So you have 3 workstations right here, and all 3 of these workstations obviously has a view of the front counter. If somebody comes in, if somebody's on the phone, somebody can come up and give customer service right away. So we wanted to give the office staff up here as much room as possible with what we had, and I think we accomplished that. I think it's turned out pretty good on that. Again, each employee is making it their own, and they will definitely do that, and it'll be great. It's going to be really nice. Like I said, right now it's pretty aesthetic looking and all that, but we'll get some plants in here and you know, make it look a lot nicer and a lot more inviting, and a really nice working environment right there. So down here, we'll go down here a little bit more. And this is Dave Ziegler's office right here. Dave's our administrative assistant. Dave takes care of all kinds of stuff, keeps us in compliant with state regulations, our cross connections programs. He is our safety man. He also takes care of our training. He's got a lot to do in his plate. So he needed his own office here to you know, conduct his business. Dave's been really good at what he does. And one of the features that we incorporated with this in his workstation that he wanted is some of these workstations will rise up. I believe he has in this one here. Yeah, so and this, so you can, you know, there's workstations, so you're not sitting down all the time. We have this where these tables can rise up, so he can stand and work and not be on his butt all day. And it's good. It's good for employees to do that. We have a couple other people that do have that as well. You can just put this back down. The office furniture will go back down. So for a sitting position, move that down there. There we go. So this works out really nice. Dave's very happy with it. And he's obviously starting to put his own little touches and things here. So it's really good. And you know, our old building we were kind of just the space wasn't used efficiency. You've seen it over here. We had stuff everywhere, and he'd have to go down the hallway to get something, pair of gloves or anything like that, you know, for staff, because you know, Dave's in charge of, like I said, safety equipment for all our staff. So he does a great job at that. But now he has a central location where he can keep some things closer to him, so it makes it a whole lot more efficient. That's for sure. And then right outside to your right, we have another storage room that we use. Office staff, the ladies have done a fantastic job organizing things, making sure everything's got a home, and we keep it that way instead of having it all over the place, because we never really had the space to actually have a centralized location for office supplies, which was kind of crazy, but we did it for a long time. So this whole renovation project's been going on, or been coming for quite some time, so we're very happy with it. But we use this space quite efficiently, and I think this is a great space right here. This is the employee break room. This is where we will have our employees come in and they have lunch. And sometimes we have a birthday cake or something like that we have for people, that will have it in here as well. So this room really hasn't changed size-wise, but as you can see, you know, you remember what it used to look like before. Yeah. This used to be our lunch room, our conference room, our meeting room. This room held everything. It just couldn't even hold the amount of people, you know, that we'd have for meetings. If we brought, you know, vendors in, or even elected officials that would come over, we'd have meetings. So it just wasn't enough room in here. So I'll show you in a few minutes here that space that we have for conferences and for training. So this one is strictly now back to an employee lunchroom, and our staff uses it quite extensively. It's really nice. You know, we got brand new cabinets, brand new appliances along the wall, which is really great, because the stuff we had was quite dated. You know, it was pretty old. It was pretty old. Some of it's dated back to the early 90s. You know, it was time. It was definitely time. We definitely got our money's worth out of everything that we had in here before. So we feel that we're in a spot right now with the renovations that we made that we're going to be in great shape for many, many, many years moving forward. So we love this room. This is great. We changed the door to glass doors so you can see through. It's going to be very nice. We will have a monitor up here. We can have a computer in here. If we do need to use this for anything else, we will have that set up shortly here. We're still getting some of the equipment to come in right now, so we're still ordering things. So if we step out this way, this is one of the things that was really, really lacking in the old building, as you know, is our restroom facilities and our locker room. We never had a dedicated locker room for the women. Oops, sorry, it's on this side, I'm still learning. So, you know, they have their own locker space. They have everything in there. There's a shower in there, there's lockers in there. We never had any of that before, you know. And in fact, the interior of the old building really wasn't ADA compliant. You know, I mean, we could have an employee that has someday that, you know, we need to make sure that we have that, you know, space available, and we need to make sure that the work environment is good for that employee as well. Even with field staff, you know, if we had a female in field staff, we wanted to make sure they had a place to go and change clothes and had a locker and keep their equipment and you know, personal things if they needed to be in there. So that we've accomplished that in there. Cannot tell you how long overdue this whole area right here is. So with, you know, approximately 15 to 17 field staff, all males, we only had, you know, one toilet facility, one urinal, and it was terrible. And the locker room situation was really bad. So we really opened this up, and now we have proper facilities, double sinks for staff, the whole restroom facilities, and we have this locker room area, which is great. All employees got their own lockers. They're a lot bigger. They have a whole dedicated area right here where they can sit down, change clothes. It really works out nice. The lockers are nice and big so they can get their stuff in there. We went with the tile floor through everything like that, so it's easy clean and easy maintenance. Yep, we put workbench or seating benches in here. It's so much better. The guys just absolutely love it. And then here we have a dedicated shower, again, ADA compliant, right? We never had that before. Nice big shower area. We come in here. We have a stand-up shower right here, another bench for seating. You could get a wheelchair in here, no problem. It has to be. So we wanted to make sure everything like that was perfect for that. This area worked out really nice and turned out fantastic. So we're pretty happy with that, and believe me, so's the staff. they're very happy too. We also added one thing. We added an entranceway out into the garage area. Right from the garage area, you can come through this door and come right in the locker room instead of going through the office area like we had to do in the old layout. You know, muddy boots and all that would come right in, and it would be just constantly trying to keep that clean. This was an old garage area that we were at, one of the bays. So we had a just a large bay. So what we did is we made some walls right in here, and we created a common area right here. There's vending machines, drinking fountains, another hallway that goes out into the garage as well. And then this room right here we added, this is our training and conference room. This was really important for staff. So like I said earlier, we were all stuck in the break room, and you can't have proper training with anyone in that environment. It was really tight. You know, we didn't have enough chairs for people. Staff had to stand up. They had to stand in the hallway when everybody, we just didn't have a space where people could sit down and do training. Talking with Dave, who does our training, it was just not very user-friendly at all. So this whole area right here is for training and conferences or special events or something like that. We have a large screen TV right there. We're debating on whether we're going to mount that or leave it portable like it is. But we also set this room up in the event that if the elected officials, Jose, if you needed to have a board meeting over here, we are wired up and ready to go. If something happens over at Town Hall, if there's a renovation going on and you can't have public meetings there, you can definitely have them here. We have access doors for folks to come in and out, and we can have the seating. We can configure this to where you can actually have board meetings in here, and we are wired up with, with internet services and all that. So we've got nice comfy chairs. It works out really nice. Yeah, works out really nice. So we're going to put some touches on here on the walls too. I haven't really figured out what we're going to do yet on that, but I think maybe it'd be nice if we had something along that wall right there that says Independence Township or something. That's more to come on that. We definitely want to make it look, really nice and represent the township in a positive manner. That's for sure. But this room is great. We just love it. The lighting is in here. We can dim it down. If you have a presentation, you can dim the lights down. And also we do have training in-house where we bring in outside vendors who would come in and teach us about perhaps if it's a cross connection or devices that we need to do, you need hands-on demonstration. This will be the classroom area here, and then we have a garage area right out here that they could come out and do hands-on practical work. So we have staff working right now. This garage area, we call it like a wet area. You can get water, spray water around or whatever if you need to. But we can actually have some classroom training in there and come out here and do actually practical training right there. So this flow is perfect. This is really good. One of the things that we do here is stay, up on our training on that. State requirements require that. So we have licensed staff, and we want to make sure that we do everything in our part to help them out. So this area is really great. I really like this whole area here. And again, we like the color scheme. It works out good, and so far it's been fantastic. Staff really love it, and I haven't found anybody that doesn't like it yet. So we're very happy about that. So we can finish up in the main room right here, and this was one of our Achilles heels that we had with the old building, or I should say, the old layout. Same building, it's just configured differently now. So in our previous, remember in our old building, this whole area was all chopped up. There's like two little offices here. There's just no way that 15 to 17 field staff can work in that environment. It was really a problem. We'd have one computer, and I'd have 4 guys working on one computer, and then I'd have another computer over there, and I'd have 3 guys working off of that one. So when it came to their payroll or doing work orders, they had to wait till somebody got off it because we just didn't have space. We had no room for anybody to sit down and take care of their business and document what they were doing. It was always a constant battle to, wait for somebody to get done or not be here and then log in, and then it was a problem. So now, with this configuration that we have now, each employee has their own, I like to call it their own little private Idaho. They have their workspace, they have their workstation, and you can tell that they can see right now that they've really started using it, and it's great. What's unique to Jeff might not be unique to Hugh, which might not be unique to Mike, but everybody has their own, like I said, their own little private Idaho, their own workstation right there. So we're making improvements on that too. So we're going to get them some cabinets too. There's enough room right there to put a couple small little cabinets down there where they have some drawers to put some other paperwork or things that they need to keep track of, and they want to keep in their little workstation. Worked out great. I haven't heard any, the guys really like it, and it's great. It just works out really well for them. And we got some storage along here. We got some new cabinetry, and we got some new countertops here. More storage over here. In this area right here, so we're trying to keep everything in the 21st century. So this wall right here, we're going to mount our monitors will be up on the wall here. So what we're going to keep track of is this is our SCADA system right here. Our SCADA system stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. Somebody came up with that a long time ago. But we can monitor every facility that we have through this remotely. Staff comes in here every day, water guys, sewer guys, everybody checks this. And you can see the status of the stations right now in real time. We'll have a computer and a monitor down here that monitors our emails for our missed dig tickets. We get all kinds of missed dig tickets where we have to go out and stake all the utilities. That's going to be a central location there. We're also going to have a central location for our GIS eventually. We'll get one set. This will be set up as well. Our geographical information systems will have a map of the township, and it shows where all our water mains are at and where all our sewer mains are at and water treatment, everything that we have control over, safety path. It'll all be on there, and we can write work orders against that, which is the key. You know, we want to go, continue to utilize CityWorks and expand CityWorks for our work order program. So we had to get this running right quick, because this really is the brains right here. You know, we want to make sure that we can monitor all our stations right quick. So this is going to get cleaned up. This will look really sharp. Plus, we'll also have a monitor up here again with our security cameras. So we just did the new fuel station outline, which I believe is going online next week. It might be the end of this week. Dave Ziegler's been leading the charge on that, getting everything ready to go programming wise, and he's right there. So actually he's already trained some of our staff on how to do that. So we will have security cameras. We already have security cameras all around the building. We'll have some out there. So this whole campus area here at Public Works is going to be monitored very good with for security reasons. And we'll have a monitor that you can select a screen. You can see what's going on from inside the building. And it's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. And what we're getting there. Obviously we got a big work table. We can put some plans down up here. This is the old office. This space right here, there was literally 7 people worked out of this one room. We had a computer here, and one here, and one here, and 3 guys were here, 2 guys were there, 4 guys were there. And our IT room right here, which is where we keep all our, our server equipment and all of this. That's a mess right now. This little room right here, we had 2 guys working in there. It was horrific. It was just terrible. So can you imagine, 15 people working out of this space in that little closet right there? That's what we had. So this area right here, we have some of our old mapping that we have in here. We're going to digitize. Most of these are already been digitized, but don't want to throw anything away yet until we make sure that we got copies of everything. But that's what we're going to use this space right now. So, and this can be a future office once these go away and they get, we could expand this to a future office, and it does go out into the garage area again. So. Yeah, there's a lot of room here. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. The one thing I'd like to emphasize is that, this whole renovation project was, this was all used, enterprise funds was used to pay for all of this. There's no tax dollars come over to water and sewer, none at all. We strictly operate on user fees, and that's it. There's no tax dollars, there's nothing that comes in over here for this. No, there's no tax money that goes into this. This is water and sewer user fees, enterprise fund. So, it's kind of it's a good thing over the years. We've saved some money. We have some money to do some things, and these are one of the things that we do. Like I said, the money that we spent on this will be good to go for many years moving forward. So, that's about it, so we're pretty happy with everything. It is. All righty?
Good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate everything. So, thanks so much.